Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us for another video about the intensive English program at Western Washington University. This video is the third in our series so far, and if you have missed the other ones or you would like to go back and re-watch them, you can find them on our YouTube channel, which I will link below. So for those who are new, I'm Carissa, an international student advisor at Western, and I'm so excited to be joined today by a former IEP student, because who better to share about the program than someone who actually lived it, right? So Niels, do you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about where you're from and maybe how you came to the IEP?
Oh, yes, hi Carissa, I'm Niels from Germany, and my dream is to become teacher at vocational schools. In 2017, after 13 years in business, I decided to attend a full-time university classes to realize my dream. In summer, I graduated with my Bachelor of Science, and my majors are English and business at my university here at TU Dortmund. I have to spend a stay of 12 weeks in an English-speaking country. And since my weakness had been academic English, I decided for the IEP because my university is a partner of the Western.
And it was a great decision, I think.
Definitely.
So for this video, we want you to kind of walk us through a day in the life. So we'll start with the morning. Can you tell us a little bit about your morning routine? Were you in a residence hall here on campus?
Oh yeah, I was housed in at Burnham Woods, and during my stay, I had an entire 4-person apartment for my own use, so total privacy. Yeah, I started my typical morning at 8 a.m. and after my breakfast, I took my bike and cycled down to campus, what took about like 15 minutes. And since I used to ride as a workout light, I did it in 10. So yeah, it was his first workout at the morning. There were also local buses operated frequently, which I could use, but with my student ID, though it was for free, I preferred to use the bike. Yeah, on my way to campus, there was hardly one day on which I have not seen any deer. This to me every day began with a highlight of greeting all the deers passing by. And yeah, I entered the campus via the rec center, passed by the stairs to nowhere, which was always the morning ritual, and crossed Red Square, where I parked my bike for the day. Shortly before the classes started at 9 a.m., I usually made a stop at Zoe's Bookside Bagels. And Zoe's is one of many cafes on campus where I usually grabbed an iced coffee before I went to the classroom or the meeting point.
I love Zoe's. Wow,
Yeah.
you do a lot in the morning before class. I just barely wake up and get coffee usually. But I love the bike ride. And the deer, yes, are all over Bellingham. And it's a wonderful way to begin the morning. Okay, so you are on campus, you are awake from your bike ride and lots of coffee. Now tell me some more about your classes. What were the classes like?
Yeah, I mean, in the summer quarter 2019, we had been 5 persons. My classmates were from Japan, Taiwan, China, and Vietnam. Together, we attended the academic communications class, writing class, and reading class of IEP level 6. Our 3 classes were held by 2 teachers, and each of them was so nice to all of us. They gave us a lot of space and room for interaction. Due to the class size, each session or each lesson was not just intensive, but also was focused on our individual needs and that what we required or requested. At the academic communication class, for instance, we had challenges to fulfill. These challenges began with personal goals for the time at IEP and ended in a larger presentation about self-chosen topic. We also had the challenge to sit in on regular university classes, which to me was the best. I really adored to exchange with real American students.
Yes, in the summer, our structure is a little bit different because it tends to be a little bit smaller, but all of the IEP teachers in every quarter include as much interaction as possible with Western students because we know that it's important to learn how native speakers use the language in the classroom, especially if you will be moving into higher ed after the IEP. But even if not, there are still many things to gain from those interactions. So that's great,
Yeah.
Nils. Okay, so classes are over. My favorite time of the day is anytime I get to eat.
Yeah.
What were some of your favorite places to get food on campus and in Bellingham?
So yeah, I had a meal plan which I used every day for lunch and dinner at the Viking Commons dining hall. And the good thing was that I found a group of meal plan owners who became my dining buddies. Yeah, it's also funny that we are still in contact today. All these nice guys, we have a WhatsApp group. Yeah. To my favorite Bellingham restaurants, I would count the Twin Sisters and also Aslan Brewing. Yeah, I'm addicted to ice cream, so Mallard ice cream have to be mentioned too.
Mallard is definitely a Bellingham local favorite. If you like ice cream, that is the place to be.
So delicious.
I'm getting hungry just talking about all of these places. Bellingham really does have a good variety of food. So if you're missing your country's, food, you can likely find some of it here in Bellingham, although maybe not quite as good as your mom's cooking. Okay. So other than eating, which, is one of my favorite things to do, but there are many other things to do in Bellingham. So what were some other things you did to fill your time when you were finished with classes?
Yeah, so I mean, it was summer and I was doing a lot of sports outside. Beginning with cycling, I used to do a lot of hikes, kayaking at Lake Whatcom, and yeah, apparently IP had not had so many requests in the summer of 2009 for excursions. That's why I only attended one excursion.
Mm.
Together with other IEP students from lower levels, we made a day trip to a smaller national park. We also grabbed some blueberries at a blueberry farm, and yeah, had been on a cheesemaker factory. In the evenings, I usually went out with local friends to explore Bellingham by night.
All right. Wow. Yes. In the summer, like I said, it's a little different. But every quarter, we try to have lots of excursions, lots of ways to explore the surrounding area because we know in the IEP, it's not just about the classes. Well, it sounds like from your morning bike rides to some engaging experiences with students and instructors and really delicious food and all of the beautiful nature, you had a great day in the life of an IEP student every
Oh yeah,
day.
oh yeah.
What do you think? If you're watching this video and you want to learn more about the IEP, leave us your questions below and I'll have Niels help answer them from a student perspective. You can also check out our website at www.edu/IEP. Thank you so much for being here, Nils. It's so great to see you, and it's really neat to hear how much you loved your experience. We know that other students will really benefit from hearing about you and what you did, and we're excited for future students to come experience Bellingham too.
Thank you, Carissa. It was fun for me too.
Great.
Have a great day.
And for the next video, those of you who are following along in our series, next Tuesday, we'll be talking about the IEP online option. So we know that even though we've just spent all this video talking about how great Bellingham is, really the core of the IEP and learning English is about the instruction, and that doesn't change online. So we'll talk about your online options until you can get here to Bellingham. All right, thanks, Niels. Have a good day, everyone.
Thanks, Carissa. Bye.
Bye.